tips to find the best real estate deals. So what do you do as somebody who's like, okay, I've read all the books, I've did my homework, I know how to run my numbers, then how do I find the deal right now? So let's get into it. The first thing that you must know is that the biggest thing that you need as a real estate investor is your network. Network can be network of agents, other investors, owners, a lot of other people as well on the market who might be offloading or who might know of properties, because a lot of you guys go online to online portals and you go try to find the deal there, but that's not even half of the stock that's on the market. And actually, by research and numbers, we already know that off-market properties are giving you most of the time, very, very good deals that you can be able to negotiate on, that you can be able to buy directly from the seller, and you can be able to also try all different type of offers like joint ventures, installment sales, and etc., or rent to buy, either way, depending on where you are and what do you need at that time and point. But if you go online and you try to do all those strategies with an agent, it's very tough because they also want to get paid. They have bills to pay. So the first thing that you must do is network. So get in touch with other investors on the market, figure out what are the properties that are not listed on the market, talk to your preferred agents, ask them, are there any properties that are still coming on the market that I need to know about before they hit the market, and figure out if you can negotiate from there as well. And also get in touch with other property owners, as I said, investors before, and just figure out what's going on in the market. Just increase your network of people who can give you those deals and that are off the market as well. And while you're also supplementing that with your online portals. But I promise you, the best deals that you can find are not on the internet. They are not listed online. So that's number one. The second thing that's very important is knowing your market. So what do I mean by knowing your market? So when you know your market, you know your location. Location matters. You can't buy a property in a place where you know that there might not be a demand at a later stage. And how do you determine the demand? We'll get into that a little bit later. But if you buy a property in the wrong location, then you guarantee that you might not even find it easy to get tenants, or you might not even find it easy to get buyers. It might be like a perfect location according to you, but if you have not done your research enough, then you are risking so much, because if you do not get a tenant or you don't get a buyer for your deal, then you're going to have a problem. So how do you avoid to do that? So first of all, know your market. And knowing your market is, let's start with the rental market. So know how much you're going to be renting a property for, how much the rentals in the area are going for, and do a thorough research on that as well. There are a lot of resources that can help you get all those data very quickly, like TPN, rental reports, or investor report as well. And that's number one. After you know how much the rental is going for, then it's easier for you to also calculate your return on investment based on the rentals, and call some letting agents in the area and figure out the demand as well. That's something very, very important. Then the second thing is you must know your house prices or your property prices in the area for a specific type of property you're looking to buy. If you're looking for apartments, know that the 2-bedroom apartments in this area go for a specific amount. How's that helping you? First of all, you're going to know if the amount have been appreciating, in the past years. The second part is obviously the rate of appreciation as well, or are they depreciating? That's something that's very, very important. But besides all of that stuff, your purchase price and your rental income determines your return on investment. So you also need to know where you can be able to negotiate and what is your maximum and minimum. That's something very, very important, and you must keep that in mind as well. And then the third thing is population growth. Are there people moving into the area, or are there people moving out of the area? Maybe there's a squatter camp down the road and a lot of people are moving out. Maybe there's riots, maybe there's theft, violence went up, the place is not safe anymore, and everybody wants to get out. If you buy in that place, I doubt it you're gonna make it, your return on investment, because you're gonna find it hard to get good quality renters. You're gonna find it hard to get good quality buyers as well. You might get renters who are just squatting. They might not need lease agreements, and then you might struggle collecting rentals. and then you might get people who are hijacking your building. There's a lot of things that can go wrong if you do not make your homework in terms of the population movement as well in the area. So know if people are moving into the area, that might be a good sign. It means that maybe this area is much like attractive to a lot of people, perhaps because of amenities, because of some things that are happening because of jobs as well, and because there's maybe 100 billion rand project that's coming in the market that's going to create so many jobs, temporary and permanent jobs as well. And maybe there's a big company that's coming in the area, maybe Old Mutual, maybe Absa is coming in the area as well, and they're gonna have their headquarters there or something. And then now you know that you're gonna have employees who are staying there, or your specific target market for that area. That's gonna help you make a well-informed decision because you understand the population growth in the area. And then that's something that helps you know the market. So since we touched on that, let's touch on one more thing, which I think I covered up on another video that you should see here, which is finding investors. So now you found your deal, you did your market research, you found a good location, and then you say, okay, so how do I finance my deal? A lot of investors, I don't want to say newbies, I hate that word, but let's just say newbies or, first-time investors, that's a better word. So they think that you have to finance their deals all the time from their pocket, You have to take all your money and put it in your deals, and that's not true. And there are various ways to find investors, and the best way, to do property investing, because at some point you won't always have the money that you need to invest in the next deal, and you'll always have a deal on the table. Then what do? That's where creative financing comes in. That's something I teach passionately. You can get the ebook below. That's gonna be ebook about how to do creative financing. And as well as, go check out the blog that we have about how to find investors, or the video as well, which is I call Real Estate Investing 101. Because as a real estate investor, you need to know only two things: how to find deals and how to find the money. And if you can't do one, or the other, I don't think you're going to be a successful real estate investor. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, then you must do so. I'll see you guys on the next video.